This is a quick routine that you can do after a quick run that will help keep your joints mobile and your core strong. All you need is a foam roller, a ball is actually optional, a TheraBand or something similar, a yoga strap would also work. We're going to start quite simple on your hands and knees with the roller directly beneath you. And you want to think of the number 3 when doing this initial series. By that I mean we're going to focus on the muscle, the quadriceps, and the IT band and hamstrings in thirds. You'll start resting your forearms on the mat and the top third of your quadriceps on the roller. And you're just going to roll out initially just the top third, those muscles, the quadriceps. And if you find a spot that feels really tight, or maybe there's a little knot there, pause and just bend and straighten your legs 3 times. 2 and 3. Once you've done that, transition to the middle third, rolling that out. Similarly, if you feel a knot here, or the texture of the muscles particularly dense, you can pause there and bend and straighten again 3 times. And then finally, roll to the last third of the muscle. Good. Noticing where it's particularly tight. If you find a spot that needs a little extra love, pause there and bend and straighten again 3 times. And then roll up and down the full length of the muscle, just flushing it out 3 times. And then once you've done that, you can come to your hands and knees. Sit back on your heels for a moment. Maybe roll the roller forward with your palms on it. Reach the roller away. Enjoy that stretch. And maybe your hips are here. That's totally fine. Get a nice stretch in your underarm muscles, lats, triceps. And then come all the way back up and make your way onto your right side. We're going to go into the IT band. Place your left foot in front of you so that you can sort of gauge how much pressure you put on the IT band, and then angle yourself forward slightly so you're not directly on the IT band, but you're actually right on the front of it. And roll out again. You guessed it, the top third first. And similarly, if you find that little knot or place where it feels particularly tight, bend and straighten. It won't necessarily be pleasant. 3. And then middle third, same thing. Bending and straightening. 2 and 3. Bottom third. It goes by pretty quickly. And then same thing, bending and straightening. 2 and 3. And then just flush it out. Roll all the way up and down the full length of it 3 times. And 3. And then just going to move down a little bit. We'll do the back of the IT band. So now you're going to sort of angle back slightly. You can have your hands on the mat behind you and just roll out that top third, middle third, good, and bottom third. And then flush the whole line out. So you roll all the way down the full length of the back side of that IT band and back up it. And then since we're here, just come to sit on the roller, pick your right leg up, and also just roll out the top third of that hamstring, and then the middle third, and then the bottom third, and then the full length of it. Release 2, 3 times, And then why not, let's just do the hamstring on the other side first. So that left leg now will lift. You just roll out the top third of the left hamstring and the middle third and the bottom third. Adjusting your hands as you need to, and then roll out the full length. Maybe do a few swipes with both legs simultaneously. And after you've done 3 there, we'll do the opposite IT band. So now for me, that's the left. So again, you never want to be right on the IT band. We're gonna roll out the front of it and the back of it. So you'll come down onto the foam roller, place your right foot on the mat in front of you just to help gauge how much pressure you're placing on that IT band, and roll out the top third. If you feel a spot that's particularly tender, you can bend and straighten just to break up that tightness, and then move on to the middle third. Good. And bend and straighten there. Good. And then the bottom third. Good. Whoa, it's not the most pleasant sensation ever. And then bend and straighten there. 2 and 3. And then roll up and down the full length of the front of the IT band 3 times. And once more. Oh, so good. And then you can again come off of it, reach your arms out in front of you, let your forehead rest. If you're up here, it might look something a little bit more like this. Nice stretch for your armpit muscles and lats. Then you come back to center, and then we're just going to do the back of that second IT band. So you can be on your forearms or up on your hands, whatever feels best for you. Your T-band is here, so we're just rolling out the back portion of it. It's like your lateral hamstring almost. 2, 3, and then we do the middle third, and then the bottom third, and then you flush out the full length of it forward and back 3 times, and 3. Perfect. And then you can have a seat. We're done with the foam roller, so you'll simply set that aside and then make your way, please, onto your back. Once you've done so, you'll keep your right knee bent, straighten your left leg, and then just gently press your right foot down into the mat to pick that hip half up and set it down. We're just mobilizing the femur head and the hip socket a little bit. 3, activating your right glutes. 2, one more time. Come to center, breathe in. And then as you exhale, deepen your abdominals a lot to bring your right knee in toward your chest. Once you've done so, you'll take the TheraBand and place it across the sole of your right foot. Reach it up toward the ceiling any amount. It might be here, and that's totally fine. It might also be helpful if you're particularly feeling tight in your hamstrings to bend your opposite knee. And then we'll begin that active stretch. With your pelvis flat on the mat, you just bend your knee a little bit and extend. Bend a little bit and extend, opening up through the back line of that leg. On the 5th, just hold here for a few breaths. 3, maybe. Deep inhale, deep exhale. 1 more breath in and out. And then you take both ends of the band into your left hand, carry your right leg across your body, keeping your right hip on the mat, reaching long through the sole of your right foot as your right hip reaches toward the mat beneath it. And then bend and straighten a little bit so that we make this stretch active. 2 and 3, 2 more only. 4 and 5. Hold just for a few breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. One more. And then bring your leg back to center, switch hands, and then keeping this opposite hip grounded, open your right leg off to the right slightly, just as we did on the other side. Bend your knee and straighten your leg. 3. Let's do it 2 more times. We did 5 actually. And then on the 5th, hold and just breathe. And on your next exhalation, bring your knee back, or your leg back to center. Bend your knee, take the band off, set it aside, and then straighten your right leg out just for a moment to feel what both legs feel like. And then you'll bend your knees, bring your right ankle to your left knee, hug your left hamstrings, into your chest, and just hold here. Good. You can sort of use your right elbow and press it gently into your right inner thigh to help increase the stretch. Reaching that knee away from you. Maybe rock side to side a little bit. It's a nice stretch too. And then step your left foot down, your right foot down. Keep your left knee bent, straighten your right leg. And then press your left foot down to pick this hip half up and set it down. Again, just sort of mobilizing the femur head in the hip socket. You lift a little and lower a couple more times. And once more. And then you come to center. Bring that knee in toward your chest. And then you'll take hold of your TheraBand, place it across the sole of your left foot, reach it up toward the ceiling. Hold pretty high up so you have a decent amount of tension there supporting your leg. And then, oops, unfold that. And then you just bend your knee a little bit and extend. Bend a little and extend, just like that. Bending a little and extend so that the stretch isn't entirely passive. It should be an active stretch. And then after the 5th, you hold just for a few breaths. And for you, the stretch might look like this. Honestly, you never want the stretch to feel like something's pulling so hard it might snap. You just want to feel the muscle gently easing open at its own pace. It should feel supported. It should feel good, not too painful. And then once your leg is straight, take both ends of the band into your right hand. You can use your left hand to keep this left hip down as you guide the leg across your body. Maybe your right elbow comes down onto the mat, and then you bend and straighten. 5, 4, 3, easing some spaciousness into this outer hip. Hold on 1 for a few breaths. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. 1 more breath in. And then exhale back to center. Take both ends of the band into your left hand. Take your left leg off to the left. Your right hip stays grounded. Maybe your elbow comes onto the mat on this side. My right hand is encouraging this right hip and quadriceps to release to the mat. And then you bend your left leg and straighten. 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold on 1, breathing in and out. Again, inhaling and exhaling. 1 more breath in, and then exhale brings you back to center. And once you're there, you can bend your knee, set the band aside, step your foot down, reach your left leg just for a moment out to meet your right. Feel the difference. Your legs should feel much more released into the mat beneath them. Bend your knees, cross the left ankle over right, hug your right hamstrings in toward your chest, rock side to side a little bit. Good. Maybe use your left elbow to encourage your left knee a little further from you, deepening that stretch. And then you can come to center, place your feet flat on the mat. If you have a ball, this would be where you would place it between your inner thighs to tone your adductor muscles, which directly activate your deep abdominals, deep low abdominals. Keep hold of the ball if you have it, otherwise you don't need it, it's fine. Arms reach up toward the ceiling. Just let your humeral heads drop into the shoulder joint by reaching your right arm up longer than left and then letting gravity drop the humeral head into the joint. Once more right, once more left, and then open your arms wide apart. And exhale, float them back up, keeping your shoulders heavy on the mat. One more for today like this. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. And then at the top, interlace your fingers. Take both arms overhead with the expansion of your rib cage on the inhale. On the exhale, your ribs relax, abs pull the ribs down the front of your body, and arms simply mirror that again. Inhaling, arms overhead. Exhaling them up. One more time, breathing in and out. And then keep the interlace of your fingers. Bring your hands under your head. Your face and chest stay parallel with the ceiling above them. You're just going to breathe in. As you exhale, pick your chest up. And then inhale, lower it. And exhale, just lift it straight up. And lower, exhale, lift and lower. Twice more lifting and lowering. Last one, lift, stay up. Now bring your chin in towards your throat, look towards your belly button. Reach your arms forward, fingertips find your thighs, and then you curl up higher. Stay that high up, hands behind your head, and lower all the way. Lift a little, 1. Look toward your belly button, 2. Curl up higher, 3. Arms reach forward. Come up higher, still 4. Hold yourself there, hands behind your head, and lower all the way. Lift up, 1. Look toward your belly button, 2. Curl up higher, 3. Arms reach forward, come up higher, still. Hands behind your head, and lower all of the way. Again, lift up a little, 1. Look towards your belly button, 2. Curl up higher, 3. Arms reach forward. Come up even higher. Hands back behind your head and lower completely. 2 more. Lift a little. Look towards your belly button. Curl up more. Arms reach forward. Flex your 6-pack abs to come up higher. Stay that high up. Hands behind your head and lower. Last one. Lift a little. Chin towards your throat. Curl up higher. Arms reach forward, come up even higher. Stay here. Tiny pulses. 10, 9, 8. Using no momentum. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down and rest. Great job. Press your arms now down into the mat, feeling your chest broaden. Press your feet down and tracking your shins forward towards your heels so that if anything, you would slide towards your feet versus away from them. Lift up into a bridge. Check with your hands to make sure your glutes are active and your hips are level right with left. So especially for you, make sure the right hip isn't lower than the left. Keep it level with your left hip. And then keeping that, press down with both arms and your left foot. Pick your right foot up an inch. Step it down and then your left. Tiny step, right foot, left. Right foot, left. Nothing else shifts. Left, last time right. Final time left, both feet down, breathe in. And then exhale, slowly melt your spine all of the way down onto the mat. And again, breath in. Exhale, feet press down, shins track forward, hips rise. Glutes active, hips level. Squeeze the ball and straighten your right leg. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Step it down. Opposite leg. Hold it. 3, 2, 1. Step it down. One more time. Holding. Step it down. Last time. Hold, hold, hold. Both feet down. Breathe in. And exhale. Melt your spine all of the way down onto the mat. Check in with these hip flexors. They should feel nice and relaxed. And then you're ready for a second set of abs. Arms up. Pick right shoulder up and then left. Open your arms wide apart just once this time. Float them up. Take your right arm back, left forward. Enjoy this stretch. One more, left to back, right forward. both up. Interlace your fingers, take both arms overhead, inhaling. Exhale them up. One more time, arms reach over the head with the expansion of your rib cage, and then the ribs relax, abs. Pull your ribs down the front of your body to float your arms up. And then you set your hands under your head. Chest lifts first. Face parallel with the ceiling, and you just exhale, lift up. Inhale, lowers. If you had a heavy weight on your chest, you're just picking up and lowering. Just lift it and lower it. Just lift it and lower it. 2 more coming up and down. Last one. And back down. Now lift up, stay up. Draw your chin towards your throat. Curl up higher. 3. Arms reach forward. Come up higher. Still 4. Hold yourself up there. Hands behind your head. 5. And lower. Lift up. 1. Look towards your belly button. 2. Curl up higher. Reach arms forward. Come up higher. Still hold yourself there as hands come behind your head. And lower completely. Again, lift up. 1. Chin towards your throat. Curl up more. Arms reach forward. Come up higher. Hold yourself there. Hands behind your head. And lower. Last 2. Chin to throat. Exhale up higher. Arms reach forward. Come up higher. Still hold yourself there. Hands behind your head. And lower. Very last one. Lift up a little. Chin to your throat. Curl up higher. Reach your arms forward. Tiny little pulses. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. A little higher, and then rest. Come all the way down. So well done. Arms press into the mat. Feet do as well. Lift your hips up into another bridge. Hold there. Breathe in. And exhale. Just lower all of the way down. If you have a ball, take it out. Set it aside. And then press your arms down. One more bridge. Lift up. Tracking your shins forward over your strong ankles and arches. Press with your arms, and with your right foot, draw your left knee to the ceiling and do tiny pulses, lifting your pelvis up. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That foot comes down. Opposite knee lifts, tiny pulses up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Both feet down. Breathe in. And exhale, slowly lower all of the way down. Perfect. And then you can come to your side, lift yourself up to sit, and then make your way onto your hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Just arch your back and round uniformly. 2 more. And exhale, round. One last time, breathing in and out. And then just come to center, so a neutral spine. Reach your right leg back behind you, hips level, lift that leg, point your right toes, reach your left arm forward and hold. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand down, knee down. Opposite leg back, hips level, so make sure that hip isn't higher than the opposite hip. Point your toes, lift your leg. Reach your right arm out in front of you. Hold. 2, 4, 5. One more time each side. Reach your right leg back. Left arm forward. Hold. Nice. Chin in. Back of your neck long. Hand down, knee down. Last one. Left leg lifts. Right arm reaches forward. Holding. 4, 3, 2, 1. Both hands down, both knees down. Come down onto your forearms. You can have your fingers interlaced or your forearms parallel to one another. Reach your right leg back, reach your left leg back, and just hold this forearm plank. And breathe. Softening between your shoulder blades, back of your neck long. Breath deep, calm, and steady. Quads actively hugging in towards your leg bones. Good. 10 more seconds. Let's do an extra 10, why not? And then rest, set your knees down. Reach your arms out in front of you. Bring your forehead to the mat or to a block and just stretch. Walk your hands over to the right side of the mat. And back to center, and then hands over to the left. And back to center. And you're done.